Hi everybody. In this video we continue with how to update an existing to-do list the name and how to delete an existing to-do list by swiping left to show um, edit button and delete button. So it is very easy for you to use this use interface, or in another case you can also define your own button to delete and update an existing record. So it is a final example. You can see that you can also delete, and in this video the delete button has been added to the right. Okay. So you can practice this many times for testing. Let's start with the previous lesson, and we see that this function show edit model will show a model to update an existing record. So after you press yes to reply to delete, yeah, it will confirm and delete data in the database. So what about this? It will show a to-do list. Add to-do list. So this will reference to the pop-up dialog component and call the function show dialog component for add here. So the reference here is used as a variable for an existing component, and inside this flat list item you can access the pop-up dialog component here. So calling this show dialog component to update. So this is the short form, and the full form here means that the ID, the key and the value has the same character. So ID is ID and name is name. So what is this function? Where is this function? This function will show dialog component for update. It means that it automatically fill out the existing data. So the input parameter here is an existing to-do list, or firstly it shows the pop-up dialog. Firstly it shows the pop-up dialog, and then it sets state. The state here has a title update to-do list, and the ID is the existing ID and the name is existing name. So you set the is add new to false. Is as new false means that update, or is add new true mean insert a new record. It will change the state, and just after the state is changed, the value in the pop-up will be changed accordingly. And so it is inside the else we get the existing, and the existing here is has been changed into text input. So we get it from the state. This state is binding with the value in the text input. When you type in the text input, the state has been changed accordingly. So we have a new name, but the ID cannot be changed. The ID is a primary key and cannot be changed. So you can change any field in this except the ID or the primary key. So calling the update to-do list with this new to-do list here, it is a new to-do list data, and it is a promise. So calling then and callback and catch. So then be successful and callback mean unsuccessful or fail. So after it is fail, it will alert to the screen that updates to-do list arrow with the detail arrow. So yes, edit. You can change the new value, for example A111, and save. Yes, the new value has been updated. So you can change the second to 222, for example, and press save. Okay, it will become the new value has been updated. So what about the delete? And so the delete has a confirmation, an alert confirmation to ensure that if you press no, so it do nothing. Otherwise, you press yes, it will call the delete function in the database. So it is quite clear because the deletion is important. So you have to confirm before working. So here, calling delete to-do list with the input parameter is ID. The ID is the existing ID of the to-do list item you need to delete or remove. So then mean successful or catch fail. So you can see so the detail arrow of which ID and the specifically arrow. So hardware and check a reload, and you can yes delete and press yes to confirm. Yes. So edit, you can also delete anywhere in your application. So you can add a new, for example, a 44. So it is, you can add many to the flat list if you like. So what about the header component? Now I want to add a delete all, has delete all to delete all the record. So how can do this? You do the same with the previous lesson. I add the add delete button. It has a true or false and has delete button all button. So it will show to this button in the right, and the touchable opacity in the right will display if the has delete all button true. Okay, so this is a delete button or delete all with a confirmation. Delete all is a title, and I usually want to delete all to-do list. And after you press yes and no mean do nothing, and press yes, so on press, it will call this function delete all. So import the delete all to-do list from own schema file and copy this. You can see in the own schema.js, and this will search for all of the to-do list and delete this by calling delete all to-do list, and then for successful catch error. What about the arrow? The arrow can show the alert of delete all to-do list for, and the detail arrow here to display in the alert. So what about this delete button image? It has a width and size square. Delete button image with a style, so it has a square which the icon is delete icon.png. So go down to this, and we see that we add the has delete on button is true. Set is true to show the delete button. Yes. So after showing this, it will show the button, the touchable opacity, and reload. And after pressing this, you can press this, and an alert confirmation will display. Yes. And after you calling yes, You can also delete all, and you can add more again. For example, S1 task 2. So the color has been changed depending on the indexing item. So remove this all. Yes, to remove all of the record of to-do list. Okay, this is okay for you now to update and delete an existing to-do list, or delete all to-do list in this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and download code in GitHub here for detail.